I would tell you to recap, but I cut the video in a very special place, so if you didn't watch it on the YouTube, then you don't know where to stop the recap.
Meanwhile,
Anyways, you fought two more skeletal dudes and a minotaur that Frank kept calling a centaur.
and throwing the wrong goblet at him.
Really buttered his biscuits.
You know what butters my biscuits?
You know
But
what
it-
grinds my gears?
It helped, though, because Frank hates horses. And since he thought it was a horse, he beat it up.
I fought it. Yeah.
It worked out in our favor.
Yeah.
Oop, I'm getting a little spinny gig on this
Alright.
tram.
A spinny gig.
Yeah, frame droppage. Our favorite.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Hey, we're playing NetHack.
OBS says dropped frames 0%.
Could be Twitch then.
Could be.
We shall see.
It says I'm at 3,800 kilobits per second.
Just farting caution to the wind.
Anyways, you killed the two skeletal dudes, and you killed the skeletal minotaur. And then the lights went out.
We
And
didn't get to steal any of their shit.
I know.
Yeah, you came to on the top of the temple and realized that the landscape around you when you went into the temple was completely gone, replaced with nothing but endless space, a sea of stars and nebulas,
Damn potatoes.
and a
Oh,
planet erupting magma in the shape of potatoes.
Oh my. So delicious. Schma.
No, it was just magma.
Hot magma.
But then there was an elf with a
A
perfect
dick.
face because he uses magic to embellish his vanity.
An asshole of an elf. Just to go
Yeah.
on record.
And he said that you were going to do his bidding.
Wait, what if
And
we
then
don't?
he raised his fist like this. Hopefully this doesn't kill things again. And, and you all felt a ping of pain in your chest. And everything went black. And that is where we
Ended the
stopped.
stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did not attempt to go any further than that because we like cliffhangers. And that's the only reason.
Yes.
That's it. I throw Francis's corpse at him.
We already did that, I think. Francis isn't a corpse anymore.
No, Francis became resurrected, and then we can throw his live body at him now.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
you were going
he's-
to get his life back.
Well, as you recall, when you requested his life back, he
Okay,
gave
I
Francis.
didn't remember.
Yeah. He gave
If we was to
Francis
whisper.
his life back, and at the same time, all of the things that you killed in the temple on the way up to him appeared behind him and to his sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
And supposedly
So
he
Francis-
owns us now.
And
He, like,
they look like a lot powerful. Instead of wearing hardened leather, they're all wearing full plate. And they
Those
have
jerks.
like
I'm gonna-
green flame in their eyes.
I think he put
I'm
something in
gonna
their butts, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna suplex the metal cans right off them guys.
But he says, you all now are akin to the beings that surround me.
Hey man,
wish you
I
would
like my
explain-
skin.
I wish you'd say, with a little more definition, what that means.
You will do as I say, or you will not be.
Sounds rigged.
Here or alive?
Yeah,
I get the
that's
feeling.
He
I get the impression that we're not alive anymore, anyways.
no, if you
technically.
look at like since you came to, if you like look at yourselves, you look the same. You don't look any different.
Well, then I have a question for him.
And he okay, but first he says the adventurer's temple that you all recently graduated from has tasked you with retrieving a green crystal. They believe it is nothing special, that the person that found it is simply embellishing the story, as per usual, but this is not the case. You are going to retrieve this crystal, as they have tasked you with, and once you have it, you will not bring it to them. You will bring it to me.
I'm hearing a little bit of an echo.
It must be on you. Mute your TV.
Is it okay? It's just me. I don't think my TV's making sounds, but yeah, I'm hearing that in my ear parts. So I'll figure out what's doing that.
Okay.
You might also double check voice meter. Anyway, so first question. I believe our boy Hobbs had a question that I feel is I'd like to know the answer to.
Oh,
And what
Twitch
is
was
this
open on
question?
Chrome still.
Oh.
Oh. You were watching us while
Twice.
being one of us.
I
So
was.
Inception
the-
horn.
You mean what is the we won't be question?
Yeah. Yeah. We won't be here or we won't be alive.
We won't be cool. We won't be fashionable.
Yeah. Finish that sentence, please.
It was a threat, you see.
Why would you threaten a mouse?
Yeah, man. The fuck did Fred do to
That's
this?
my job.
Or Francis,
Yeah.
for that matter.
I mean,
I
that's my job. I
have
threaten the mouse.
no
He's already
quarrel
here against
with
his
Fred.
will.
I already brought Francis back to life. And for the record, I did not kill him. Frank did.
So are you a god?
But the reason he died was because of you.
That's accurate. If you wouldn't have made me fight a fucking horse monster, I wouldn't have thrown him at him.
He says, I believe it is time for you to be on your way.
I was on my way before you started talking shit.
So wait,
We
do we get to be alive? Do we get to keep our skin? And you said something about a green marble?
I'd like some more definition on what he has over us exactly.
Am I undead?
He says, you simply need to do as I say, and you can no longer die. Isn't that nice? Now leave, and when he says leave, you guys feel like overwhelmingly compelled to turn around and go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna ask him one more question. Can we get a dupe green crystal to provide to the temple, so that way we don't, get ourselves in trouble with a fairly significant organization in this world just right out of the gate?
Are you shouting this backwards as you leave, or are you trying
Yeah.
to stay?
Well, if I'm being forced to walk out, then I'm gonna shout this as I'm being forced to walk out. Otherwise, I'm trying to stay and ask.
Okay, well, nobody is like physically pushing you. You just feel mentally compelled. So I'm gonna say roll like a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Let me see what that is for me.
And we have rolls on the stream now.
Hey, rolls appearing as rolls.
No, that's the fun.
I did that in the 30 minutes that I waited for everyone to join the call.
Sorry, it was a day. Let me see.
Oh,
What
that's fine.
is my wisdom saving
It's
throw?
not gonna go well.
1d10,000.
Oh. Only if I put 2 L's on roll does it work. Not so good.
I'm gonna say you fail, but you can still shout it over your shoulder.
I will.
And he's like, I must confess, the thought impresses me. I had not thought of this. When you return, I will have one for you.
All right.
So do we feel compelled to return?
He didn't tell you to return.
Okay, so
He just said when you return.
but we're just only compelled to leave.
Only compelled to leave for now.
Right.
Get on out of here, he said.
Yeah. You're basically just compelled to leave the temple. So you guys,
So what-
you get out of the temple unless you like want to try and make another wisdom saving throw on your way down.
What do I roll to flip him off on the way out?
He didn't tell you not to do that, so nothing.
Oh,
You
then
could
I'm
just
definitely
throw
flipping
it
him off on the
behind
way
you.
out.
Like,
Oh yeah. Double. Deuce.
like, yes, frustration.
I feel like Frank is neither wise nor intelligent enough.
Yes, he has a
fully
built-in
grasp.
resistance.
Well, no, I don't. I'm not even gonna make the. If you asked me to make this wisdom roll, I would decline to roll it and just say I fail. For your role play value. No, my thought was Frank is trying to figure out. He knows Frank is internalizing this. He's like he doesn't register that someone is making him leave. He's like fuck this. I'm going if they're gonna be rude.
He's rude. I'm out of here. Come on, Francis.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So you guys get to the bottom of the temple. You get outside, and then the feeling sort of fades. And those of you that were wise enough to realize that it was happening are sort of like, what the fuck? And you turn around, and the temple is not there anymore.
What a turd. I think we've been gypped, guys.
Yeah, I think the influence only worked in there. I
That,
think
my friends, is why you always need to build your housing structures on solid ground.
Yeah, and Godwin says, well, this is why I work in a tavern. Whenever you need a drink, it's there.
That'll
And he
be
starts
soon.
walking toward the tavern. Back to Meats.
That's fair.
I'm sure that time will be soon.
maybe we
Yeah,
had some
so-
special instance burning inside the dungeon.
What do you guys do?
Well,
Uh,
first, I think we should head back to the town and get something to eat.
Yeah.
I'm always hungry after fighting horse monsters.
True story.
Yeah.
Look at all the pictures. Aren't they glorious?
Does Godric owe us anything for this little run?
Oh, Godwin?
Godwin, I'm sorry.
I don't know that you made any arrangements for payment from Godric when he asked you to talk to Godwin. And Godwin never... I think you guys just asked Godwin about it and he told you and then he showed up to help?
Charity.
I mean, if you feel so inclined, you could always go to Godric and say, hey, we did the thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's up to you. If you want to tell him that you killed a bunch of skeletons and then were told to do things.
Well, I'm wondering if anyone else has been presented with this challenge.
So far as you know, Godwin is the only one that's even seen the temple.
Has he sent anyone else before?
Yeah, he's said it to most of the town, and everyone just sort of wrote it off as him seeing things. And Godric seemed a little exhausted with the idea of it and just mentioned it in passing.
I'm just making sure our previous opponents aren't people that tried and failed. They tried and died.
yeah.
They tried and died.
All right. Let's go report our questionable success, leaving out all the questionable details.
Okay. So you go to the are you gonna sleep the rest of the night off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always should.
So you go to... You sleep the rest of the night off in the Steady Steed.
Fucking horses, man.
Yeah. And then you head to the Ye Old House of Financial Inequality.
Well, that's a
Okay.
fucked up name for a house.
Is that the mayor's house?
I think that's what you deemed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Because it's the
That was what it was called.
the only house in the whole village that's made out of brick and topped with ceramic tiles.
1%ers, man.
So you get back to the house, knock on the door. Godric
Yeah.
says,
Yeah.
what can I do for you?
That temple thing that crazy Godwin was on about, it was real. And it's done fine now?
Full of fucking
Fine-
horse
fine
monsters.
now.
That's what it was.
Yeah, there were some undead things in it, and we made them more
Oh.
dead. And
Well, I'm glad of that. Thank you.
it may continue to appear. Maybe, we're not sure. But stay away from
But-
it.
All
Is
the
it
horse
just-
monsters are dead.
Okay.
We
Um,
fought the things inside it. We don't know why it's showing up here. So
You say there were undead creatures inside of it.
yeah, our favorite.
Okay. And
Horses.
undead horses.
Now you're talking.
Wow. You see Steve behind him.
All the dead horses and all the dead men couldn't put the temple back together again. I don't know. That's all I got.
Okay.
Hey, Steve. Your brother Francis survived.
Brother. Oh.
I
He's
pick up Francis by his rope bindings. See?
and Steve like stops his cleaning for a moment to look up, and he's okay. He's like, he's not my brother, but okay.
He's too
Lie
real.
to me, Francis.
Too real.
He's like he doesn't respect nice things.
We're working on that. We're working on that.
That's good. And he goes back to
Yes.
cleaning.
Hopefully, after yesterday, he respects life.
Hmm.
So that's a good starting point.
Is it a dirty temple?
It wasn't that bad. Surprisingly enough.
Full of skeleton horse poo.
Just skeletal poos.
Well, just little piles of bone.
He lets out like a goblin type. Like, goes on about his cleaning.
All right. Is this Godwin guy going to give us money?
Godric.
Yeah, Godric does say, I suppose if there was an undead threat and you quelled it, then you should get some sort of compensation.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about there, Frank.
And
Wait.
Some sort of compensation is the best compensation.
he's like, Frank is your name. I'm Godric.
He always calls everyone Frank.
Yeah.
So he remembers what his name is. We're all Frank.
You know,
Just let
really,
it go.
there may be a chance that Frank isn't Frank's real name. He just forgot what it was and just started calling everyone Frank, and he accidentally got lumped in with that.
Yeah. We let him roll with it. He likes F words.
Yeah.
Be glad he
F-words
called
are
you
fun.
Frank.
Yeah.
he's
Francis.
He's like, very well. And he goes upstairs. He comes back down a little while later. And he hands you a purse full of jinglies. He
How
says
many are inside?
he gave you
Here, hand it here. I'll count it.
No.
1, 2, many.
There are 100
Hang on there.
jinglies.
I'll
Frank.
count them, but Falcom, I'll need you to take your shoes off too.
Are they gold coins or?
Yeah, 100 gold jinglies.
How many of us
that's
are there?
5, 4. Yeah, it depends on whether we're counting Sammy. If we are, then that divides nicely
Either way, it divides nicely.
into 20 for
It's
each
either
of us.
20 or 25.
I'm fine with either.
I don't think we can forget Sammy.
All right. So I'm gonna go to
That's fine.
All right.
currency. Add 20. Bam! Gold counted.
Snap! Alright,
Fancy.
so you got
We're
your
rich.
gold.
Higher.
And he says, thank you again. And he shuts the door. And there you are, on the porch.
Oh, well, what a ass.
Well, he gave us our money.
Let's. Yeah.
Go eat and sleep and maybe drink.
Mary?
I thought you guys slept before you came here.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yes, we did.
Slept at the steady steed.
All right.
Alright.
We are well rested. We are moderately paid. And now we have nothing to do.
Yeah. So, you, the Adventurer's Temple told you to go grab the green crystal from Fonvalaria.
Yes, which
And
as I recall was
they-
far away.
Yeah, they gave you that quest to go into a There was the quest board that had a quest to go into a crypt and get an artifact. To go to the Goblin Cave and kill the goblins. And
Oh,
you went to
yeah,
the
we killed
Goblin
the goblin.
Cave, killed the goblins, found a smart goblin, came to Grapples,
Yes.
dropped
We had
off
to spend-
Steve, and then a magical elf.
Enslaved us.
Eh, he
So did we
Yeah.
have any
gave you
experience?
guys heart attacks, and then said you belonged to him, and
Time delayed heart attacks.
told you to help him misuse a crystal, which is
Yeah.
one of the things you've
That's
sworn
illegal.
to not to stop people from doing.
Quite.
Yeah.
All right. So, I suppose we should go back to the town, and either we can pick up those other quests that were available, or we can start plotting our next leg of the journey.
Yeah. They want us to go to the place to get the green crystal.
There were other quests to do in Glenfall. Excuse me, in Glenfall as well that were more short time, like in the neighborhood quests.
You know,
Yeah, there were.
it may not be a bad idea to, get a little more practice before
Stabby,
heading.
stabby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before heading off for the big quest to gathering that green crystal.
Well, should we report what the elf asked?
I don't know.
What's the group we work for? The Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah, basically.
They never, fisted me into a heart attack before, and this elf guy did. First time we met. Maybe we should give, a little more discretionary caution in not getting fisted into a heart attack again.
Or maybe it really didn't happen.
I'm still unsure
guys
which
are
thing
all
that means we're gonna do. Does that mean
All
we're gonna
being
tell them
way
or not?
I mentioned getting fisted like 2 times in that, and not one of you.
Frank
cracked a
enjoyed
smile.
fisting.
But we got it by not the temple. So
I don't know. I think we should not tell the temple people about it.
Yeah, they scare me a little bit. The elf dude scares me a little bit, I should say.
But this only happened
Yeah.
within the temple. We felt better after we left, right?
Yeah.
oh, we should probably
Well,
narrow
I mean,
down
it's,
which temple
like,
we're talking about.
You had
Bad temple or
that
good temple.
ping of pain, and then you blacked out. When you came to, like, you felt fine. But then
Maybe we should,
you felt compelled to leave.
Maybe we should take a good look at our persons and see if things have apparently been inserted into us surgically or something.
Like the fisting?
Yeah, just like that.
Yes, that was his motion. He went
Just like this.
like that.
Didn't even take his watch off.
Oh, man.
No Vaseline?
That didn't exist back then.
There was always some kind of jelly.
I hope it was grape.
No, all he used was ye old sawdust.
Mm.
Sawdust and a watch.
So no spittle. Okay.
You know what? I tweeted that people should come hang out with us, and one of the hashtags was "horses are evil," and I didn't expect there to be anything in that hashtag, but there are. There are
Wow.
things.
Nice.
Well,
All right.
I imagine Frank was protected from the fisting because that's where he had the mouse.
Well, I still think we should probably
That's
go
not
get some
surprising.
quests and then contemplate about ratting out evil elf man down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go. We can talk about that I agree. Let's go find a fucking quest and do a fucking thing and fight some fucking shit.
Yay.
Yee. So you're going to back to Glenfall City?
Yes.
Take me down to Glenfall City.
I knew that was coming.
Where the quests are available and Betty's Bakery.
There you go.
Do-do-do-do-do.
That was
Whoa.
perfect.
So by road, it's 50 miles back to Glenfall City.
Okay.
Wait, before we do that, did we get any XP for
That's what I was asking.
things?
For
Oh,
killing the
yeah.
skeletons.
Are we counting XP or doing miles?
Milestone.
Whatever.
XP.
I was counting XP, but I'm just doing it like after every, like whenever you guys get to stop and think about what you've done.
That's never.
Sort of like a, you know, like the Elder Scrolls when you sleep.
Only at nap time.
Yeah.
Whoops a daisy.
It's like The Witcher.
I am ready to apply some experience.
You each get 510.
Okay.
Managed experience.
You said we get 500?
510. 510. Don't
Alright,
cheat
that
yourself
means-
those 10 now.
Yeah, that means we're just a little shy of level 3.
All right, we need to get 90 XP before the night's over.
Let's punch some things.
Well, you have a chance. It's time to roll for random encounters.
It's 1d12,
Aw.
correct?
1d12. And since you're on a road, you have to get a 12 to encounter something.
Thank
Oh.
goodness.
God bless it. I got a 1.
That
So
was
disappointed.
2. That was 2 rolls.
Someone get a 12. Come on.
Show me those goblins.
Ah.
Oh, man.
How many more do we need?
I think you've done 4 now.
Is that how many we need?
No, you needed 5. I
Well,
believe. Or no, you didn't need this many at all. Never mind.
we really wanted
was-
to encounter something.
It was 50 miles. You travel 3 miles an hour, so
We're walking down the streets like, come on, bandits, goblins,
Please.
dangerous creatures.
when you travel,
Our bravado was apparently too intense, and we scared
Yeah.
them away.
Like those guys are a little too thirsty for that fight. We're gonna leave them be.
Well, you didn't encounter anything anyways, even with all those rolls. Do a D12 plus 11. There you go. You rolled a 15. You encounter everything. Tiamat descends from the sky.
Too much. Too much.
Yeah, you arrive in Glenfall City and you're like, oh, home sweet home. Look at this enormous city that I love so much.
Take me
That
down.
will soon have
Already
to
said.
betray. Let's go find us a quest
Woo.
for Master Ver.
And in 30 seconds, you can see the heart of the city.
It looks like a city.
Thanks, Frank.
Ooh, fancy.
Such
That looks
observant. Oh, I gotta wait for it to show up on my other screen. Oh, you're
Yes.
right.
Yes,
That's
you
so
do.
much city.
Yes, it is very large. Each one of them tiny red, brown, or beige squares is a house. And the gray ones are shops.
All right. I got 40 gold.
40 gold.
I don't know what to spend it on.
The last time I checked, 40 gold's just about enough to get you a nice piece of bread out of a dumpster. So
There are tanners and smiths and bag makers and even people that sell books.
what?
God, why would you pay money for that?
There, there's an arena, a theater. There's Glenfall Castle. You can go visit the Lord.
I think we
the
should
city?
just find
What kind of
Master
pots
Var
does
for the
Pinky
time
sell?
being.
You just want to go up to the front of the temple, find Master Var.
For now. For now.
Is he the quest giver guy?
Yeah.
He is.
Okay.
I figure we can try and rack up a little more cash, and then we can come back and blow it all on, blackjack or something.
He stands right inside the gate at the front of the Adventurer's Temple.
It's a big house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
guys so choose to have the map open on your computers, you can even look around and point at places and name them and be like, I want to go that place.
Nice.
I want to know what kind of pot Pinky's selling.
Huh?
Pinky's pots.
Pinky's Pots, that's like a pottery. It's actually potions.
Ah, Drug's house. Okay.
Oh,
Meth lab. The meth lab. Gotcha.
Pinky's Pots. It's like alchemy and stuff.
Yeah, meth lab.
Meth lab. Meth
Yeah.
lab.
That's my takeaway.
Meth lab.
That's right. Ye old meth lab.
Do you want to go to Pinky's Pots? Does anyone want to go to a shop, or you just decided on Master Var?
I'm fine just trying to get a little more money, but I'm also fine yielding if somebody wants to check something out.
There's nothing I'm looking forward to at the moment.
All right.
I'm ready to get on the road and fight some shit.
Yeah. Hobbs is hoarding his gold.
So you go talk to Master Var. And he's standing next to the board looking just as annoyed with all of the new recruits being released into the world as he usually does. And he goes, "Oh, it's you."
Well, he sounds pleasantly surprised to see us. Did he expect us to die somewhere?
I'll be honest, I expected us to die somewhere.
He's like, "You didn't die on your first quest. Congratulations."
Somehow I feel like you don't mean that.
I really don't. Here's the board.
Hey, hey, Master Var, you're never gonna guess what? I fucking suplexed a goddamn horse monster, and I threw my goblin at him, and the goblin died. But the person we're not supposed to talk about brought him back to life, so it's okay.
God damn it, Freak.
Here's Francis,
What?
and I hold up Francis.
Why? Nope. Nope. He just.
If you don't want to ask any questions, we won't tell.
He's like,
We had a really good time.
who's this person you're not supposed to talk about?
Dude, did you not hear me? We're not supposed to talk about it.
Yes, but was your friend unconscious brought back to life, or are we speaking of necromancy?
You know,
Oh,
I'm not sure.
You take a look and you
What-
tell us.
Which one is it when they die on the skeleton of a giant horse monster with horns?
And then stop being dead
That
afterwards.
sounds a lot like necromancy.
Yeah,
That one then, I
I
guess.
think you're right. I'm glad we could clarify this.
If you've seen necromancy, you need to speak to the council immediately.
It sounds like work. It sounds like you don't really care about us, so.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not do that.
He's like, caring about you is not top priority when I hear of necromancy.
Hey, you're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do.
Dude, do you even remember your dad?
His name was Frank.
Right.
I know he had a
Per-
face.
Perhaps
Do you
you
remember-
remember that this place is built upon laws and preserving the health of the land.
Eh. No, I don't mean to be that standoffish. We're
Hey.
comedic. Somebody else should do the talking.
What's
He,
this guy's name? I forgot it.
He
again.
looks over to his left and sort of like that. Off to
Guys, a dragon! Look!
A giraffe.
A dragon.
a few
And
of
then-
the civilians right outside the gate and some of the newer recruits look up.
A
I
gym
turn
giraffe again.
I'm running. I am escaping.
Are you leaving? Are we all
Yeah,
leaving?
I gave the distraction. That's cue to run. I'm running. You
Oh,
guys
okay.
should join me.
Let's go.
Yeah, alright. I just gonna say, sorry, I don't know what's going on. See ya.
He's like, what the? He's just,
We left the oven on.
he's like,
Yeah.
Yield.
somebody stop them, and like a couple of guards start to give chase, but by the time they start chasing you, you've already disappeared into the crowd of the city.
Ah,
Did we get the quest?
No.
Oh,
I
fuck.
don't think you did.
forgot
No.
I
Nope.
forgot about the quest.
And we've
Let's go back
officially.
to the
Frank.
quest
You
real
just
quick.
walked
What-
up to people that are sworn to stop evil and told them you saw a guy with necromancy and he helped you bring people back to life, and then you ran
He
off.
said he was a god. He said he was a god.
I think we've done about as much damage as we possibly can here, so I think it's time for us to leave.
You guys had one job, and it was to not talk about the guy.
We didn't talk about the guy.
You talked about the guy.
If you hadn't realized, I had said shit for about 30 minutes.
So, which one of you is going to go back and get the quest?
I
None
think
of
the only
us.
person who can stealth.
That's me.
All right, Sexstar, go get the quest.
All right, I got this.
Starbear's gonna go get the quest.
Best 80
Stealthily.
while I sneak through there.
I'm gonna pick up this quest stealthily.
Thank you. I don't know who that is, but thank you.
So are you gonna stealth back?
Sure.
Okay. You come up to the gate
That's
and you
classy.
think it's kind of crowded enough in front of the gate and inside the gate with new recruits and all that that you could probably sneak in between people if you're careful. So
Dude, you could drop off the goblin.
I'm gonna try and sneak in between people because I'm careful.
like, go ahead and roll a stealth.
You got like Assassin's Creed, where you just like.
Yep, you just blend in with the crowd. 1d20. Oh yeah. That's a 16, y'all.
That's not bad. That's
Sweet
not bad.
stealth.
I have rolled worse.
I even rolled worse earlier.
Yeah, you beat it. You stealth successfully, and you walk up and you're like hiding in between a couple of people that seem not to notice that you're crouched down next to them because they're too busy staring at the board like you are. You do see the quests that you had for the quest that was there before for the crypts. The crypt seems to still be on the board.
We should just write a done
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
and the one for goblins also seems to still be there because you didn't tell him that you completed it. You just told him necromancy and ran.
Shit, now we're gonna get paid for that.
We already got paid for that.
No, they're gonna pay us too.
We're gonna get double paid?
We're gonna
Yeah,
hit
well-
double dip, man.
Oh, then we fucked up.
Yeah.
Well,
Frank.
the goblins was a different thing.
The goblins
got-
was a quest on the quest board.
We got paid for the ethereal castle thingy.
Yeah,
Cathedral,
but that was
Yeah, but we
separate.
also
Yeah,
got
and you-
paid. We got paid for the other goblins.
Yeah,
too.
I think he did give you some money for that.
God-
The mayor did. That's
Godric
right.
paid us.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And you
Yeah, we
found
needed-
money in the goblin cave as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a. All right, I got an idea, guys.
Uh-oh.
Maybe everything's fine. Uh-oh.
Let's go talk to those people so we can get paid for that goblin quest.
Let's not. You pissed them off for us already, so let's not.
Frank can just stay here.
Guard the base.
No, nobody. If you guys want to go talk to him, you can, but I'm not.
Yeah, let's just keep going. That was a bad idea, Tyler.
I don't want to get arrested.
So you do see that quest for the artifact in the crypt still, and it has like a come talk to me and an address for a house in the city on it.
Oh shit.
Ooh, let's go talk to him.
And then there is another piece of paper that someone stuck on the board that you can see that talks about gnolls and an encampment that they've created
Ooh.
off the side of the road leading east out of the city.
I'm like
Hmm.
stealthily tear that off of the board.
Okay. So you tear that off the board, and do you just like memorize the address?
No, I just like shove it in my pocket.
Oh, you take both of them off the board?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're sharing quests with nobody.
Do you
Right.
take you take the goblin one that you already completed off too?
Sure, why
Yeah.
not?
You do notice that the quest board seems to be filled with all sorts of quests now, but there's people crowded around it at this point, so it'd be
we don't
pretty
need crowds.
difficult to look at all of the quests without revealing yourself.
Yeah, just the two is fine, I think.
Okay,
Take what
Because
you
we
can
don't
get.
want him to reveal himself.
so you take the papers and stuff them in your pocket.
As you should.
I could make you roll a sleight of hand check to see if
Like-
anyone notices that you're reaching up to take the papers while you're crouched.
I probably can do that if we're being honest, but
Yeah, you can do it if we're being honest. But
Yeah.
also, if we're being honest, like you're in between two people, so anyone outside of those two people is kind of blocked from seeing you, and they'll probably just think it's odd rather than actually caring.
Just say, I'm a short person. And then reach up and grab a thing.
I'm
Well,
a short person!
what would I announce that?
16.
No, sorry, that was not my sleight of hand.
Oh. Yep.
26, even better. That's my only crit of the night.
Holy
so far.
crap.
Wasted.
Snap.
Yeah, neither one of them have perception high enough to beat that, so.
They literally just
Like-
disappear off the wall.
They don't even know that there were quests there. It
If they're-
disappeared so well.
If they're lucky, they get +1 or 2 to perception. So. No reason to even roll for them. You're so stealthy, even the wind doesn't know you're there.
Oh shit.
Now's the time to fart and cause us conflict on who
Air
did it.
just moves through you. It's like there's
It's
nothing
the,
there. There's no reason for me to bend. Like.
The ultimate version of crop dusting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, you got the papers now.
Alright,
What- You just go straight back to the group.
I guess.
Where is the group, by the way? You ran away, but where did you run to?
Probably towards
Side.
the edge of town, maybe.
There's also
Did we
like
tell-
6 or 7 places to drink in this city.
Oh, well, bar sounds reasonable too.
Yeah. We're going to the place where we told Sexstar that we were going to.
Yeah.
Okay.
That place.
Sexstar, you go to the place where they told you they were going to.
Yeah.
It's a tavern named the Horn Pub.
Oh. Isn't
The
it?
Horn Pub.
I've been here before. Wait a second.
We're crossing the streams.
Ah,
Right. So you're in a tavern that you've deemed the Horn Pub.
It was, we could have gone to the Horn Pub, or we could have gone to the inn across the street called Ye Old Dumpster Fire.
that's right.
The old dumpster fire.
Alright. We're gonna say you're in the Wobbly Warg. But you can call
Okay.
it whatever you want.
Jump bucket.
Nobody can stop you. If the owner
You'll-
hears you, he might get upset, but there's nothing he can
We're-
do about it.
Remember, there, Hobbs, we need to respect Vermilla similitude, or however you pronounce that word. So it's Ye Old Chum Bucket.
Got
Alright. So, Starbear comes back. Says, look guys, I got quests.
Damn straight. What are we going to do?
I want to kill Knowles.
I feel like the one where we have to go to the address is going to require a whole lot more talking than the one where we can just go kill some gnolls.
The only question is, who do we turn in killing the gnolls to?
I don't know.
It probably
The
says
temple.
on the quest. Because if we turn it into the temple, then we probably don't want to do it. Unless we just want experience and nothing more.
You know, I forget why we didn't want to talk to him. Maybe we should talk to him after we get all these quests done so they can pay us.
God damn it, Chuck. I need Frank. Yeah, sure, buddy. You go in there alone. We'll stay
Oh.
out here.
I don't want to go in there alone. I need, you know,
Frank really
Back
just
up.
wants to go back and talk to him. Just clear up this whole mess.
Frank's got to fix it.
I can explain everything. See, the Necromancer was just evil, that's all.
We killed him. It's fine.
you know, I suppose if we really want to, you know, let them question us on this without telling them anything while answering all their questions, I should probably be the one to do all the talking.
No, no.
Well, he's at least the least believable.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea.
I don't know that's a good idea still.
I said great
Maybe we
idea.
need to
It's a
check
great
wisdom on whether or not we let him do this.
idea.
I don't. No. He's not allowed to.
All right.
Could he make it worse?
So everyone says no, but Frank says, "I want to go." What are you doing, Frank? Are you going
Oh, no.
anyway?
No, I'm not going.
Oh, I think we should let Frank go.
No, I don't. I don't want to go right now anyway. I want to go after we get the quest done.
You're gonna kill Knowles and then
I
go.
want to kill Knowles and go talk to this person who wants us to go to their house.
Maybe they'll have forgotten about us by then anyway.
Maybe. I bet that old guy has a hard time remembering things.
Yeah. Sounds believable.
All right. Well, let's do some
We'll
quests.
just all, between now and then, let's all grow mustaches.
Yes. I like the way you think.
Yeah.
See?
Then we'll be different adventurers.
That'd be interesting for us.
Yeah, the two, you guys are going to have to shave mustaches in.
Fine.
Shave again,
Do we
only
have- do
this
we have
time
the old,
leave the whiskers a little
highlight
longer.
colors?
He's going to bleach the mustache in.
I need the old highlighter.
Get some silver Sharpie.
All right,
So we're
let's get some drinks and then let's go fight some gnolls.
Yeah.
Or, as it's pronounced properly in the Queen's English, gnolls.
I thought they were called Knowles.
No, that's cannolis. That's a dessert.
Oh, okay.
I call him dead.
I'm sorry, where are we?
the guy says, "Oh, welcome to the Wobbly Wog, friends. What'll you have?"
I'll have beer.
A beer.
One for each of my hands and one for my little friend Francis.
Your little
Look, dude,
friend.
we all don't call it something special.
Not every day you see a man with a pet goblin.
That's true. I'm showing him how to live a better life.
Ah, noble cause. He turns around and he pours 3 beers.
What
He-
else you
Well,
got?
what's
He
the
puts the 3 beers on the counter. He says, we'll call that 3 silver.
Done. Thank you.
What else you got?
Well, we've got a couple of dwarvish ales. There's a Barbon's Brew right here. A bit bitter, but it's got a nice kick. And then we've got Giddy's Glutton.
Mm.
Where did this one come from?
I'll have that one because it sounds so suspicious. Which is a normal buying criteria for me in real life.
He's like, all right, and he pops it open, and then he it's like a bottle that he found, and he
Mhm.
he sort of like taps the top of it, touches his tongue with it. Oh, well, sure, and he pours you a mug, and he sets the mug down, and he's like, I will call that a silver as well.
Alrighty then.
And he says, neither of the dwarven ales interest you. We have a couple of elvish wines as well.
Horse piss.
Oh, not a fan of the elvish wine. Okay,
No, I want
let's
something
see,
that puts
let's see.
hair on a goblin's balls.
Oh, you want an orcish stout?
Yes.
Here we go. This one's just called grog.
How much?
That'll be 2 silver.
Give me 2.
All right. He puts 2 mugs up, and you look into them, and they're like thick and gray.
Perfect.
All right. Anything for you?
What Falcom is having? I want one of those.
One of the suspicious beers.
Yes. Suspicious
Highly
beers.
recommended. Yeah.
All right. He pours you some of the suspicious Giddy's Gluttony.
Mm.
It's like, that'll be a silver.
All right. Done.
And he says, enjoy yourselves, won't you?
You got it there, friend. Come on, Francis, let's drink.
All right, so you guys drink. Everybody
It's
roll
important to
me
do.
Constitution.
Oh man.
Frank just ordered regular beers, so you don't have to roll too high. I suppose you want to roll low, though, if you want to have fun.
I don't know what Francis's Constitution score would be.
All right. So, oh well, Francis is just drunk.
Okay.
He's very small, and these mugs are friggin' enormous for him.
All right.
You
Oh,
basically
man.
feel nothing at all, though. Starbear and Thalcum, you guys are pretty wobbly, and Hobbs, you are just trashed.
Perfect.
Hobbs is like hitting on everybody in the bar, even the men.
Equal opportunity.
I am a cat.
All right.
Well, if I'm wobbly after one, then I'm done.
Cool.
Because I still fear for having to escape.
Mm-hmm.
You guys trying to spend another night before you take off?
That may be wise.
Yeah, I think
Right.
so.
Just to be safe.
The closest inn would be the Castle Front Inn. Because the Wobbly Warg is only like a couple houses away from the castle walls. And the castle.
Probably should have ran further.
Nah, we're fine. You know what
Well,
they say?
no, it's like 5 houses from the temple wall. The castle is like where the mayor of the town, the lord of the town lives. It's separate from the adventurer's temple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the Castle Front Inn is like, as it says, directly in front of the castle. But you can find a place to stay there.
Yeah, let's go there.
That sounds nice.
And you get your rooms, no trouble. But later that night.
If I may, before we get into later that night,
Okay.
I want to stuff my bed so it looks like I'm sleeping in it. And then I'm going to trance underneath my bed.
Oh shit. That sounds like 40 chess, man.
I'm going to
Since I'm an elf and
stuff
I
my
don't have to
bed.
sleep.
That's true. I'm gonna stuff my bed like I am sleeping in it because I am sleeping in it,
Okay.
and I stuff it with myself.
Yep.
Well, Frank, you wake up in the middle of the night to someone saying a word.
Francis, go back to sleep, and I roll over.
You feel like a very cold hand on your shoulder roll you back over, and you look up, and Vuk's face is looking down at you. And Vuk is one of the skeletons that you killed.
Yeah, one of those turds.
Oh shit, that's right.
He's like,
Oh,
we need to
I know you.
speak momentarily.
All right, let's go talk.
I picked the worst person to talk to.
He's like, this place will do fine. And he sets a chair down in front of the door and sits in it.
Did I have my own room?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm ready for this conversation.
He says, I came to speak to you about my, well, I suppose our master now. He forced something upon you that he once forced upon us.
Oh God.
You are forced, as he said, to do as he bids, as you may have felt when he told you to leave.
He was being very rude, so I left. Continue, though.
It is in his nature to be rude. It is hard not to do what he asks of you, and furthermore, he will know if you don't do it. But he seems to have become lax over the past few years, and forgotten minor details that are of great importance when dealing with people he is enthralling. You have to do as he says, but he never actually told you to get this crystal. He stated that you were going to get it, but he didn't command you to do so.
Oh. Well, I mean,
Is he saying we do the switcheroo on him?
he's
he did.
I'm not there to participate in this conversation, so
Yeah.
just
Does Frank understand what a loophole
He did.
is?
he's
Frank understands the poop hole loophole.
He
yeah.
did say that he would. No, he said. I don't remember what he said.
See?
So what you're saying here is we don't have to get this green crystal?
It would be wise for you to at least look like you're trying to obtain it.
Okay.
He did not command you to get it, and he did not command you to keep him a secret. If you have allies, you could speak with them. There are ways you could move against him. You just need to be careful.
Okay.
I tell you this because we at the temple do not like the situation any more than you do.
Oh.
It has been long since he enthralled us. We
Okay.
were once living beings.
Oh man, you're saying if I don't do something to stop this now, you're going to be trapped forever and I'm going to be included in that.
Yes.
Skinless and stuff. I like my skin.
Essentially, the rotting that occurs when a body grows very old still occurred with us. We just didn't die.
Well, that's a shitty situation.
Yes.
All right.
It was
I
quite
think
painful as well.
All right. So, I think we're on the same page. We need to make it look like we're trying to get the crystal, but we don't actually have to get the crystal. And if we want to recruit allies in this, we should do so to help stop this dude, but we can't let on that he's watch or that we're doing that because he didn't command us to secrecy is what you're saying. So
Yes, and
then
despite his conceited personality, he is not all-seeing. If he were, I would not be here.
what are the limits to his non omnipotence?
It seemed that his sight grows larger as time goes on. Currently, he can see anything that happens within the temple and the town of Grapples outside the temple.
Oh. So he's really actually pretty limited.
For now. Sounds like.
So here's
He does have spies outside the temple, which is how he knew of the crystal.
okay. So here's another question. How do we stop this dude? You've been around there long enough. What's his weakness?
Fine wine, women.
Tricks cereal.
He's
All of the above.
He says, well, as I've said, he's quite conceited, so playing somehow to his vanity could work in your favor. I would also suggest if you were to mobilize people against him that perhaps you do not show yourselves at least right away at the time of confrontation.
Okay. So send other people in. So that way he doesn't know that we're moving with those people. I think I'm on board. Yeah. Thanks, Vuk. That's pretty cool of you, man.
Yes, I have merely lived too far beyond my years, and though mortals often grasp for longer life, once you've had it for as long as I have, you grow tired of it.
All right. I can dig that.
And
Okay.
he stands up and moves the chair out of the way. And he turns around as he leaves and gives you a nod and shuts the door.
Nice. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is stand up and realize that I need to tell the others.
Yeah.
Second thing I need to do is realize that
It's midnight?
it's midnight, but two, I could have so much more fun with this if I was naked.
Oh god.
So 2, I get naked.
Okay.
So you need to
3,
get naked post this conversation.
yeah. 3, I need to roll a d3.
See which of us you're busting in on first.
Yeah.
Oh god, please
Parnell,
don't.
you're 1. Tyler,
This should be
you're
good.
2. Mitch, you're 3.
Fuck me.
He's about to.
Right.
So
As far as you know.
I run out of my room and I run down to Hobbs's door, and I just fucking boot that thing open.
With what?
My
It's
bare
a
foot.
bear.
Just
With a-
checking.
His bare foot.
Yeah.
His barefoot.
And I leap into your room and stand in the center of the space. Hobbs! That bony dude came and talked to me, and I fucking know shit now.
And I get up and say, dude, the last word I want to hear out of your mouth is bony.
You're right.
Can you please put that away?
All right. Well, give me 5 minutes,
No.
and then meet
No.
in 5 minutes, meet me in Sexstar's room.
Oh shit.
And then I run out of
I will only
run
meet
out of-
you if you are clothed.
I don't give you time to answer. I run out of your room. And then I'm gonna go to Thalcom's room. Same thing. Pachow! Kick the door down. Standing there naked in a thin sheen of sweat.
I'm not gonna react because I don't know who's busting my door now and I'm under my bed.
While Hollywood Swinging is playing in the background.
I run up and I shake the lump of pillows. I think I might panic a little bit. Just like, oh, they turned them into pillows.
I'm gonna
And
let
then I
this go
run
on
out-
for a
It
second.
does indeed look as though Vuk has turned Falcom into pillows.
I run out of your room and then I run into Sexstar's room. Same thing. Throw myself into your room.
God
The
damn it,
bony
man.
guy. The bony guy turned Falcom into pillows.
God damn it, man. Put something over that.
I'm just shaking you by your fur. He's fucking pillows.
I'm going to attempt to sneak out of my room right now and into someone else's. Probably Frank's room.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. He turned him into fucking pillows. Come on.
I guess roll a stealth to see if anyone notices you sneaking into Frank's room.
All right.
They'll be avoiding the place like crazy. Don't worry.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if I have a passive trait that I don't know how it works either. That might help me.
What's it called?
I'm double checking. It's in here somewhere. The camera's in my face. I can't read my screen. Dark vision, keen senses. No. Where is that?
Shadow meld.
Oh, Mask of the Wild. You can attempt to hide even when you're only lightly obscured. So that probably won't actually do much for me. So never mind. At least he doesn't have dark vision. So
That's true.
Yeah.
I really was hoping you'd fail that so I can turn around and see you. And then just run up and give you a big old hug like, you're back!
Blood elf woman and a blood elf man see you sneaking while after they come out of their room to see why there's so much shouting and door kicking going on.
I'll just be like, shh, and then carry on.
They just sort of look around like that. And
I'll be like, this will be funny.
And the male elf turns to the female elf. He's like, "Come on, Valeria. We're packing our bags. There's far too many taverns in this city." They just go back into the room and shut the door.
Good choice. Good choice. I continue sneaking into Frank's room. I'm gonna hide under his bed now.
You might not be safe.
Okay. So what's everyone else doing?
I went back to
God.
sleep.
Okay.
I think
Are
at
you
this
still
point
shaking Starbear, Frank?
I'm trying to drag him out of his room into into Thalcum's room
I'm following.
to show him,
Frank.
like, you know. Yeah, I just run back into Thalcum's room and starts tearing the bed apart, screaming, "They turned him into pillows!"
Damn you all to hell.
God damn.
Nice.
At this point, there's like an orc comes over and stands in Thalcum's doorway, and he's like, in what counts for boxers in this time. He's like, "Hey, I'm trying to sleep."
They turned my friend into pillows.
What?
Yes, I came in here to warn him that the bony guy was here, and he told me some. But then I came in here, and I tried to wake him up, but it was just pillows because they turned him into fucking pillows.
Oh god.
He's just like, "Just
I'll
shut
handle
up!"
these
And
apples.
he shuts the door.
Okay. I would like to do a vote to do a short time jump. Maybe like 15 minutes, reconvening in Frank's room. Frank has clothing on. That way we can tell the story.
Hobbs still sleeping.
Because I have a feeling if we let this go on, we're going to have to fight the town.
You've
Yeah.
already pissed off.
Yeah.
And, you know, even though I'm naked, my AC is still great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you go back to your room?
Yeah, I would. Oh, what do I? Maybe
I'm fine with that.
like, all right, Sexstar. Obviously, we need to figure this shit out. Figure out how to get Thalcum back. Let's go check. Let's go get Hobbs. We'll reconvene in my room
All right.
and we'll talk about it. Because I don't know about if you guys knew this, but your doors are broken, and we're not gonna get much privacy that way.
That's
Somebody broke them.
strange how that happens. Just
Yeah, I go back to my room.
Okay. So did you go wake up Hobbs?
Oh, Sexstar's doing that.
yeah, I'll
Oh.
go wake up.
Okay.
I'll go back to my room. I'll find my pants and I'll put them back on.
Okay.
Francis, you're never gonna believe this. They turned Thalcum into a bunch of fucking pillows.
Francis is still sleeping.
I'm just talking to him like my grab
Apparently,
hammer.
goblins are used to rowdiness because he doesn't seem to have stirred much.
That guy.
Okay, yeah, I sat and waited on the bed for the other two to show up.
Okay. Hobbs, do you just get up?
I guess so.
Okay. So Hobbs and Starbear come back into your room.
All right,
I walk
guys.
in. What the fuck?
Vrook, that skeleton dude, came to talk to me. He was
What's a
here in my
Vrook?
room. One of the skeleton dudes. The bony one.
Okay.
The two skeletons riding the horses were Vuk and Garros. Garros was the one that you guys hated, and Vuk was the other one.
Mm.
Yeah. Vrook was the one who liked my joke.
I must have been comatose when that happened.
So, here's the thing that Vuk said. One, we don't actually have to get that green gem. We just have to make it look like we're getting it. Two, we can talk to people and try to get help, but we have to try and do it secretly.
We can play Get Help.
We can play get help. And three,
Always
we should try to
works.
stop him. We should try to defeat him. So we don't turn into skeleton dudes like Vrook and Garrus and Shepard.
Shepherd.
That's what he said.
That is what
So-
he said.
I know you guys thought it was a bad idea, but I think we should go talk to the heroes people and see if they can help us.
Hobbs notes that he said this already.
Did I say this already?
Hobbs said this already.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're in agreement.
Always learn to
So-
listen to scary naked white men.
Yeah, right? So, I think if we start doing that, maybe we might find some way to turn Thalcum back from Pelos into a person again.
So Hobbs sits down on bed, rips.
You cut out
Really?
right at hop, rip something.
He sat down on the bed and rips a really nasty one.
Why would you do that? So I need to make a Constitution save or something to not react.
Yes. You forgot what I drank, dude.
Oh, it's
All of a sudden,
juicy
from-
beer farts too.
Yeah, from under
You're
the
bru-
bed we hear,
You're ruining.
I think
You're
we
ruining-
should.
You're ruining my potential for a joke that I was gonna do later.
Now to
Oh.
save help,
You puke,
save you.
and it's like that weird liquidy but also solid of puke, except it's all gray.
God damn it! Well, this has ruined everything.
ah! Hobbs, you've sharded my bed.
Yes. This will be the last time you come in my room swinging.
You punch my bed, I puke on yours.
Oh man.
Okay. Do you pop out at all, Falcom, or are you still just
I'm
hiding
waiting
under the
for-
bed listening?
I'm still waiting for him to go to sleep because I want to try and mess with him later.
Okay.
Well, now I think
you just endure it,
now
dude.
I think Hobbs just shat on my bed a little bit, so I'm probably not going to be too keen on trying to sleep there again.
Well, I'll just try to get the joke out now then. I'm just gonna be like, Frank.
I'll get it.
Frank,
This is God,
shit.
Frank.
how could you let them do this to me, Frank?
God, we're being haunted by Thalcum's specter.
How could you let them do this to me? Pillows, why?
I will avenge you, friend. My cord is my witness. I will not sleep on another pillow until I have you returned.
Okay. Frank has gone
You should
pillowless.
you should request new linens for your room.
I've taken a vow of flat sleep.
Come,
maybe
friends.
maybe something good will happen.
Dalcom, we shall avenge you. Friends, let's go and talk to the Order.
Alright.
Alright.
So, do you sleep the rest of the night away, or do you just go to the temple at midnight?
I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Are you guys? You guys will need to convince me otherwise.
Is anyone trying to convince Frank not to go right this second?
No.
I need an
Okay.
I need an out from under this bed.
Are you all going with Frank? Alright, good luck, Frank.
All right.
Alright. So you
I'm going to-
all head to the temple, a midnight stroll down.
I'm gonna follow behind a
street.
little bit.
Yeah. Midnight stroll to the temple.
I'm gonna follow behind them a little ways. I'm going to hope I do a better stealth roll in an attempt to fool other people more so than them.
You're
Oh,
gonna
gosh
try to
darn it.
stealthily follow them.
Yeah.
He turned him into a pillow.
I kind of want to let this
Alright.
keep rolling for a little bit. I mean,
Roll
it's just kind of...
a couple d20s. Yeah, nobody notices you. Until you get up to the gate. It'd be kind of hard to like walk through the gate at midnight stealthily, because there's dudes at the gate of the temple. You could try it. You'd just have to be a super high roll. But you get to the gate and there's a couple people there. A couple guards. One of them's an elf. Another one is what you calls them's a tiefling.
A horny bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about tieflings, Ashley. It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one. And a kind of a question for you first. Would dogs be common around here?
Would dogs be fairly common? Yeah. Some
All right.
people
So
have
if
dogs.
if one of them was just wandering around the street, might not be a big deal.
Probably wouldn't be that big of a deal. I think they would probably steer it away from the gate if they saw it walking through.
Mm. I'm trying to think of a way that I can keep this going. So
Just climb the wall.
I was gonna say you could try to pose as their pet, but you'd have to like roll a stealth check. I don't know. That'd be a weird roll. It'd be like a stealth combined with a sleight of hand, so they don't see you and you make it look like you're their pet at the same time.
yeah, I just have to follow behind them. I think that'd be it.
Yeah, you could go for that.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Just roll stealth
I'll-
again at the gate to see if your friends notice you.
I will wild shape into a dog because that's a perfectly good use of a daily spell,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and just follow loosely behind them.
I think it'd be great if you just did this the whole campaign. You just stealth behind them everywhere. Every time you attack something with them, you have to roll a sleight of hand.
Oh, eventually, what I'll probably do is tell everybody but Frank.
I mean, eventually what you'll probably do is fail a roll. Let's be real.
Alright. Did you roll another stealth check? I guess everyone else roll a perception check.
It's okay if you do bad, please.
My passive perception is higher than that. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. Well, if it's I basically rolled nothing but 10s and 11s all night except for that 20. So.
I mean, technically, you did wild shape as a dog, though, so all we know is there's a dog following us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so
yeah,
he's about.
like,
Oh shit, there's a dog following us, guys.
okay, yeah, you guys see a dog following you. Frank and Starberry, you see a dog following you guys.
Ah!
When you stop at
Another
the
threat.
gate and one of the guards says, "Halt! What's your business at this hour?"
We're here to talk to the one angry old dude about a bunch of skeletons. And he
And
said it was in necromancy. He said necromancy. And maybe an elf in a tower in the desert.
And the tiefling was the one that asked you what your business was, and then the elf says, "Wait a minute. You guys, you all just graduated a few days ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, just head on in. Might want to find a place to sleep for the night. I don't think the council's up at this hour, unless it's an urgent matter."
I think it is, because that's what Vrook said. He said it was important. And he's a skeleton who's old. So he knows things.
You spoke to one of these creatures that the necromancer's risen?
Yeah, he's trying to help us defeat the necromancer so he can become unrisen.
You'd better just speak to the council. And he sends you off to the into the temple.
All right. All right,
Tells-
all right, all right.
Yeah, tells you to go tell the portal master where you need to go.
Okay. Then I go there.
So you go to the center of the temple. You see there's quite a large in the center of the temple. There's just like a large opening that stretches up for a very long ways. There's sort of a circular platform with walkways that go off to the floors surrounding in this open circular area. And each floor is like that. And there's another tiefling standing there, and she asks you, and what business have you at the portal this hour?
We need to talk to the council.
An urgent
Because
matter?
it's an emergency. Yes.
And she says, well, at this hour you're going to need to talk to Varen first. And she,
Which
Like-
one's Varen?
We haven't met that person yet, I don't think.
Isn't Varen
No.
the person who you accidentally told necromancy earlier? No.
That's
okay.
Master Var.
Oh, okay. Excuse me, Lord Var?
Lord Var.
Nah.
Let's hope he doesn't meet any piles of arms and legs and angry mouths.
But she looks down at the floor in the center of this area that you're in, and you notice there's a crystal down there. And she says, "Myths," and the portal opens
Oh shit.
in the center of the room. She says,
This
"Pass
is a
through.
triumph.
Speak to Varen."
All right, let's go.
You all walk through the portal.
Yeah.
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 You walk through the portal. You appear on a circular platform that's, if you look down over the edge, seems to be like at least 10 levels up from where you were. And you look forward, and there's a walkway that leads to the floor, and there's a doorway. And you walk through, and it's a fairly nice looking room. And there's a large wooden desk with a man sitting behind it, a human man in robes, and he seems to be going through a book. And this whole room is like lined with shelves with books on them. Sort of a small library, except it seems like it's also this man's office. And he looks up. He's like, "Business with the council."
Before we get into our council business, we've got 6 minutes to time. Do we want to
Okay.
continue this conversation? Or do we want to call this a good pausing point until next week?
I guess the question is, how much time do we think we have until we are directed to the council?
I think I can close this in about 5 or 6 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's wrap this up, and then we'll have the council be our cut.
Yeah. He says, "Business with the council then?"
Yes, but I just want you to know sometimes I get the facts a little weebly wobbly, so I'm going to have our buddy there, Hobbs, tell you everything.
Says, "Okay." And he closes his book. And he says, he stands up and he comes around and he's like, "Let me see your seals." And you guys would have, like, they're basically like small coins that just have like the emblem of the Adventurer's Temple on them. And he nods his head and says thank you and hands them back. And you guys follow him to the center again.
We still have our new dog companion following, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as nobody says anything, it'll be all right.
Yeah. I mean, they train hunters at the Adventurer's Temple, so they probably just assume that one of you is a hunter and that's your pet. Or ranger, I
We
mean.
have a lot of pets. We have so many pets. We have a dog, and we have a Francis, and we have
There's a
a.
rat.
We
Or
have a
do you
Fred.
have Francis with you?
Of course, I. Why would I leave
Yeah,
Francis
okay.
behind?
Yeah, there were a couple of questions on the way in where they're like, "Why is he with you?"
Trust me, he's fine. I've got him tied up. We're showing him a better way.
Okay. Some might call that a hopeless cause, but it's a noble one nonetheless, I suppose.
Hey. This one's going to turn out just like Steve, and Steve likes to sweep.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah, you guys go to the center of the area you were in before. And he looks down at the circular rune on the ground and says, "Vis." And it opens up a portal just like on the ground floor. And he motions you through.
follow.
Yes. We
As
will go.
you step through the portal, you're in a very large hallway that's like about 20 feet deep, or tall, I mean. It's about 10 feet across, and it sort of goes up and curves at about 15 feet to slant up to a point at the top. And there are stained glass windows that are about 10 feet wide, and it's like 10 feet of stained glass, and then 10 feet of stone, 10 feet of stained glass. And the hallway continues for about 50 feet. And there are guards on either side of you as soon as you step through the portal.
That makes sense. We're at the council, so.
Yeah. And they start to follow you as soon as you start walking forward. And you get to the end of this hallway, and it opens up into a chamber that is about 10, 15 feet taller than the hallway you were just in, and it's
Is
about...
it Harry Potter and the Chamber of Snakes, just like in Indiana Jones?
Yeah. No,
Snakes.
it's about this room is about 50 feet wide, and it's basically just a big circle with the hallway leading into one end of it. And you see the council sort of shifting in their chairs, sort of uncomfortably, like they had just gotten out of bed. But at the same time, they look as though they're ready for a day of work. As is typical for them, they are always seem to be in a professional state.
Them bastards.
Living that on-call life.
But,
All right.
you see in the center chair, there are like 5 throne-like chairs at one side of this circular room. And in the center chair, you see the headmaster of the Adventurers Temple. His name is Karamir.
Oh shit.
You know, I'm missing my rear view car mirror in the van.
Nice. And you see to your left, to his left, is Varamore Kilrock, the head crystal keeper. And Merritt is to his right. That's the head priest in the Temple of Bahamut on the temple grounds. And then the Temple of Trials keeper, Shore, is to Merritt's right. And the throne to the left of the head crystal keeper, Varamore Kilrock, seems to be empty at the moment. And yeah, you're standing in a huge circular room with stained glass windows all around it, and these giant throne-like chairs that these council is sitting in, and they are awaiting your explanation for waking them up at this hour. And I think that's where we'll leave it.
It'll be a doozy.
Okay.
Plus, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to carry on with this joke. So this will give me a little time.
Just forever.
This could be it, though. This could be a long running thing here.
Forever a dog.
for
Well, I can only stay a dog for so long, so I'm already thinking of ways so I can step up
Yeah.
and carry on.
Are you the keymaster?
Well, I'm thinking I might become a pillow person,
A pillow person.
as far as Frank's concerned.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just gonna wear a lot of pillows.
Nice.
There's a lot
Alright.
of name of the game again that time.
Name of what?
Roleplay. There's a lot of roleplay that time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did
I
this
think
stream
It was pretty
I
fun.
think I'm gonna roll with it. Are we offline or?
No, it should still be up.
Oh, not yet. Okay.
Oh, okay.
No,
We're still
I
chatting.
figure we need to say our goodbyes. We have
Okay.
Yeah,
our
it's
We haven't done it yet.
last words for
Last words.
the stream.
Yeah.
Frank was naked for a while and everyone had fun.
Truth.
Hollywood swinger.
That's right. I think I'm gonna have the most fun though.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah,
Uh,
that was the end of tonight's episode.
Come hang out Friday night for my game. Come back on Tuesday for some NetHack. Wednesday for this game again next week. And then the Friday after that, we're back to Alex's game.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, YouTube every day of the week except for Friday. We've got something up there for you.
Give a
We
shout
are-
out to some of our viewers too.
Happy birthday, to Alex.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, DM Alex. Today's his 21st birthday, so
He's an adult.
Happy birthday.
he's finally old enough to drink.
Yeah.
Yay.
Legally.
We got Too Old with us tonight, and Banana Nanan, Commander Root, Decaf Smurf, Matmon Gaming, and Slow Cool. Thanks for watching.
You know, I think most of those people are those stat streams.
Maybe. But
Maybe.
Still shout
if
him out.
they're- Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
This I'll be editing the NetHack in this video tomorrow, and this one will be up Saturday. NetHack will be up Sunday, and
Yeah.
tune in to the stream this Friday to watch Chuck's game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chook.
All right.
All right.
Hey.
Bye, guys.
Later.
We'll see ya.
Internet.